In today's video, I'm going to be using Cameleo Men hair colour cream for men for hair, beard and moustache. And this is in 3 dark brown. Welcome back to Self-Care Karen. Lovely to have you here. I have done a couple of videos over the last few months where I've used Just for Men. I used their Just for Men original and then the Just for Men Ultra. And if you want to watch those videos, that's the original one, which is the first one that I used. And then let me show you the Ultra one. I'll link them both, which was the second one I used. And I was so happy with the results. And so I thought, why not try another one? Cameleo I've used them once before with one of their ladies products, Delia Cosmetics, and it was Cameleo something or other. I'll link that here if you've not watched that. But I'm very curious to try this product out on my grey perimenopausal hair. So just to let you know, this video is not sponsored. So I've purchased this with my own sweet kitinga. However, I will say to you that I am an Amazon associate, which means I may earn from qualifying purchases. I do put affiliate links into my video descriptions. If you decide to use those links, then I might get a small commission. I use it so that I can continue bringing you content here on YouTube. All right, so I do have grey hair. I never can get the light right in my bathroom to show you, but this is probably the worst it's been for a long time. So previous to today, I used the Cosmetic hair colour shampoo, which is kind of like a dupe of the Polar hair shampoo, I think. Have a video on that, I'll link that here. And I used it to dye my hair, and then I used it as a touch-up. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave my hair alone for a little bit. And what I've been doing is I have been using sprays. I've been using the Jerome Russell root colour wand. But it's got to the point now, I wish I could show you this better. Can you see, like, it's like that deep in roots. Okay, it could be worse. I understand it could be worse, but it's got to the point now where to get coverage so I feel comfortable and I'm not showing greys, I need to use either a lot of the wand or a lot of spray. And I don't see the point in that. So I'm just gonna do my hair to try and get rid of this. I'm not sure how much product is in here. Maybe let's open the box and have a look. But I'll try and do as much of my hair as possible. Also, I don't know if you can see this, but my hair is a little bit patchy. So this is kind of redder brown. And then this, it goes kind of more cold, but it's patchy because then here it's back red as well. So, or more reddy. So I'm gonna try and even it out. I don't know how that's gonna go. Obviously I'm not a professional hair colorist and I don't really understand how these things work. And so yeah, I'm gonna do my best here. Right, okay, so there's 2 bottles. There's an activator. So you do have to mix it up. I thought it was ready mixed, and then the colour cream. It's not a lot of product. So I think I'll just have to concentrate on the roots. And I guess these are gloves. And then these are instructions, which are very thick. And that thing makes me think they're in lots and lots of languages. Whoa, it's a lot of writing, very, very small writing. Some pictures. So hopefully I can work it out. I mean, I think it's just mixing the products. It says 5 to 10 minutes, which I think is pretty damn quick. And then you wash it off and you smile. That's what I think it says. Like, you mix it, you leave it on, you wash it off, you smile. I think those are the instructions. So I better smile at the end. All right, so let's give this a go. So I'm going to open up the activator and the tube of colour cream. So I've got 3.0 dark brown. I hope it's not too cool. It's one of these tubes that you need to pierce. So you just pop the lid the wrong way round and you pierce the tube. And now I shall squeeze that in. Obviously, you're supposed to put the gloves on. You know what, I probably need to actually read the instructions because I'm assuming it goes on to dry hair. Where's the English? Yeah. Let me mix it first. Then I will read the instructions. Wrong way round. Wrong way round. I appreciate that, but I'm sort of committed now to putting the tube into the activator. My God, it's hard to come out. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, if you're new to my channel, I have lots and lots of hair dye videos. It's actually content that does really well for me. Clearly people like watching me apply hair dye to my hair, which is fine by me. Sorry, that's kind of like me trying to channel, I think it's Ross in Friends, which is, I've heard now, the newer generation have rejected Friends for being sexist and all kinds of ists. Whereas for me, it was like a mainstay of my not youth, but when I was like in my 20s. So yeah, it's really interesting how different generations accept things. I assume I'm going to have to shake that, but let me just quickly, before the bottle explodes, just read the English instructions if I can actually find. Whoa. I mean, if I can find the Spanish ones, that'll do. Okay, it's the first one on the other side. Perform a skin allergy test. Okay, did not do that. Action, the product is intended for natural hair with a considerable degree of grey. Oh, fine by me. The grey hair reducer is not suitable for coloured hair. Oh, bleached hair and bleached hair with highlights. Oh dear. Okay, this might be an interesting thing that we're going to see to now. Preparation, protect the clothes with a towel or foil. I've got my bra on, it's so hot, no way I'm going to put foil or a towel on. Do not cut the tip of the applicator on the developer bottle, unscrew the tube, Screw the tap on tightly, shake the bottle vigorously, 1 to 2 minutes, okay. Cut the tip, okay, fine. And then squeeze the cream out of the bottle, distribute evenly with fingers, rubbing it into dry, unwashed hair. Okay, start. So actually what happened was, because yesterday I had like the spray on, I washed my hair in the evening. So it's not that unwashed, if you know what I mean. But actually, you know what, it could do being washed again. I'm sweating so much. But I just wanted to do that so that A, to get rid of the residue of the sprays, but also so that you could kind of get a better chance at seeing my greys. And I think the shimmering in the breeze, that is, there is no breeze by the way, that is grey hair. Okay, so it says then even distributely comb the hair along its entire length. Don't think I'll be doing that. 5 minutes tone down grey hair, for 10 minutes to cover grey hair. Okay, we definitely do 10 minutes. Grey roots. Okay, squeeze the cream. 4 minutes for grey roots. I think that's if you've used it already. Okay, and I did want to see if I could do it on my eyebrows. 5 minutes tone down grey. So I'd only leave it on for 5 minutes. And then what does it say? Do I have to wash it out? After the relevant time, rinse the product and wash your face with soap and water. No. Wash your hair with a shampoo. Okay, fine. Right, so let me see if these are gloves. Yeah, so I've got lots and lots of hair dye videos on this channel. But I also review a lot of other kind of hair care products, if that's your bag. As well as, oh my God, I cannot get into these. As well, I'm gonna have to get some, oh no, here it is. As well as some, a lot of skincare, some makeup as well, border self-care, loads of guided meditations and EFT. These are obviously man's hands. Okay, let me shaky. Oh, make sure the top's on. Right, just shaking this up. You can see my chicken wings. Sorry for that. Okay, what to say? 1 to 2 minutes. Blimey, that's a bit of a workout. So yeah, I've been on a hair care journey whilst I've had the channel, so it's kind of well documented. And I really have had some successes, not only with hair dyes, but just generally products that have improved the kind of look and feel of my hair. Who knows what's going on kind of really. But in terms of me having confidence in my hair, way higher than when I first started the channel, which really when I started it was, which more than 5 years ago, it was much more focused on skincare. But now, yes, hair care is my thing. Okay, that looks mixed. All right, let me put the gloves on and let's get going. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could do it on my eyebrows as well. And I think I've got a spoolie in the cupboard. We'll see if there's enough product. Because that's not the urgent thing. I do actually have, sorry for the noise, I do actually have a, oh, there, I got the top off, just clicked it off. Some actual Eyelure hair dye to do a video on. I've done one before, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go revisit it again. It's been a while. Ah! Oh my God. Okay, so now we know it's very liquid. I hope I don't go blind. Okay, I'm going to do this quick because I want to get this out of my eye. It's actually, I don't know that it's actually gone inside my eye, it's kind of skirted it, but I'm probably going to have stainage. I get a lot of greys at the top here, which I can't normally see, but let me just work the product in. Okay, so we know it's liquidy. I like the fact that it's only 10 minutes though, because a lot of these things, you know, it's like 20 minutes, half an hour, some not even like 45 minutes. Oh my God, the stainage. Okay. Yeah, so obviously it's designed for less hair than my full head of hair. I'm gonna just try and get the little bits at the front because I have like wispy baby hair that's always a grey for some reason. All right, okay, so I'm probably going to make it even more patchy because I haven't got enough products to really saturate the lengths. All right, I'm going to get this off my eye and I'll be back to you soon. Okay, so that's come off nice and easy with a baby wipe. I tell you, I did an empties video yesterday, like I filmed it, had some baby wipes, and it's just, they are a mainstay, even though my little Batonchi is no longer baby, although he will always be my baby. Okay, I'm going to put the timer on. See, I'm going to go up to the mirror, see if I've sort of made any boo-boos, and then I shall wash it off and come back to you. By the way, no stinging, no smell either. It's quite interesting, actually. Yeah, I can smell the baby wipe, I can't smell this. All right, so I have washed it off. This is my microfiber hair turban. I will link to some microfiber hair turbans in the description, but I haven't been able to find this colour anymore. So practical because it's really handy when you dye your hair because, yeah, it kind of disguises if any of the dye comes onto this. It's lasted me for absolute yonks. All right, so I haven't even brushed my hair. Before I do that, I am going to put in this Monday Repair Leave-In Conditioner so that I just add a bit of condition into my hair. I'm just gonna do like 3 pumps like that. And I tend to always add a leave-in conditioner before I brush my hair, just to kind of minimize any kind of damage that I might cause from the brushing. Also, really key for me is that I use a detangling brush. So the one I've got here is the Nina Bella detangling brush. And so the leave-in conditioner gives slippage, and then these types of detangling brushes, I mean, this is just amazing. It just glides through. So I think part of the kind of improving the quality, the look, the feel of my hair is the fact that I really do take care of it at some key moments. Like, for example, I know it sounds really bougie, but I sleep on silk pillowcases normally. Sometimes I don't because it depends on the bedding that I've got on. But I also tie my hair back now with a silk or satin scrunchie just to reduce any kind of friction in the night with my hair. Things like that I think make an absolute massive difference. All right, so let's get back to this kind of discussion around the hair dye. So I got hair dye everywhere in the shower, so you have to be careful. I did get it off my face, although I was just putting my makeup on. I thought it was kind of like a grey, dark grey shadow on my face. I don't know, I kind of took a sneak peek in the mirror and it looked like I could see some greys still. Maybe I didn't leave it on long enough. I really did just leave it on the 10 minutes. And perhaps it's meant for, what does it say? Does it say blending the grey? Natural look covers grey hair. That to me is not blending. That is like turning it brown. Anyway, what I will do is I will let my hair dry. I air dry my hair normally. So I'll let it dry, and I think I'll come back to you in a couple of days when I've washed it again. Wash my hair every few days. I might even wash it tomorrow. It depends how sweaty Betty I get today. It's been so hot here in London. Anyway, I want to come back to you when it's dry and you can kind of see how the colour is, and if it really does give the coverage. It was very liquid, and you saw I spilt it. If you have more greys to cover than the roots, you need more than one box, and that's kind of like, normally a box is enough for my quantity of hair to do what I need to do, kind of thing. But maybe this is just I mean, it does say hair, beard and moustache, and because it's for men, that's why it's a smaller quantity, because you know, they're not necessarily going to have, well, they could have hair long as mine or even longer. But anyway, I will be back. We will see how this turns out. All right, so I washed the dye out. I came to you, I showed you my hair after I dyed it. I then went swimming the next day. So that was Sunday, that was yesterday. And I kind of rinsed my hair out after swimming. But this morning I washed my hair with an exciting new range. I'm trying out the Grow Abundant range from Pantene, so watch out for a video in the future on that. Yes, so I think the results are not the best I've ever had. I kind of feel like I've got still some grey there. From a distance, I think it looks fine, but I'm already planning, like, when am I going to dye my hair again before I go on holiday, which is in, I think we go in 4 weeks. So yeah, I mean, I probably would have retouched up in that period of time anyway, but I feel like there wasn't a lot of quantity, and I feel like perhaps I would have benefited from leaving on the dye longer than 10 minutes, but 10 minutes was the maximum that it said in the instructions. So kind of mixed feelings about this. I think if you're just looking for a quick root touch up, you haven't perhaps got the quantity of greys that I've started off with, then perhaps this is fine. They do have lots of different colours in the range, but otherwise, and anyway, I think there are lots of other products that I'd probably recommend above this. I'm thinking of the Just for Men range. Like, I've tried the Just for Men Original and the Ultra, and they're both excellent products. So, and then of course there's, you know, literally hundreds of brands that are targeting women. So yeah, mixed feelings for this video. Let me know in the comments if you've tried out this brand. Let me know if you have any particular hair dye recommendations. Love to hear from you. And thank you ever so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, consider leaving comments. All of those things are fantastic for the engagement and send a really strong positive message to YouTube's algorithm, and I am trying to continue to grow this channel. And in the meantime, remember, you are in perfect time. Take care.